Good evening to Philhellenes, Greek Cypriots, and members of the Hellenic diaspora the world over. I'm Eraklis Diamataris, and I welcome you to this week's edition of the National Herald's Happenings of the Week. Let's take a look at some of the week's top stories as reported by our newsroom. The Parade Committee of the Federation of Hellenic Societies of Greater New York has received confirmation from the Presidency of the Hellenic Republic that a contingent of the Presidential Guard, the Vuccinas, will travel to New York to march in the Greek Independence Day Parade on Sunday, June 5th on Fifth Avenue. The Vuccinas will also take part in other scheduled parade events and uplift the spirits of the Greek-American community. The Parade Committee expressed its gratitude to His Eminence Archbishop Elpidophoros of America for his intervention with President of the Hellenic Republic, Katerina Sakeleropoulou, and for the commitment of the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese of America to assume all of the expenses related to the Vuccinas' trip. The Honorable Helen Vuccinas, a judge in Nassau County, was appointed by New York State Governor Kathy Hochul to the Appellate Division's Second Department. Newsday reported this news on May 22nd, noting that the mid-level appellate court handles appeals originating from the 10 downstate counties, including Nassau and Suffolk. The appointment of Vuccinas was announced Friday afternoon, May 20th, by Hochul's office. The courthouse is in Brooklyn Heights, with jurisdiction over both Long Island counties as well as Richmond, Kings, Queens, Westchester, Dutchess, Orange, Rockland, and Putnam counties. Vuccinas is the daughter of immigrants. Her father, Gerasimos Vuccinas, hails from Greece, and her mother, Denise, hails from the Dominican Republic. Congratulations to Judge Vuccinas. Prime Minister of Greece Kyriakos Mitsotakis was the keynote speaker at the 146th commencement ceremony of Boston College, where he was awarded an honorary doctorate. He is the first Prime Minister of Greece to deliver a commencement speech at an American university's graduation. Mitsotakis, who said he was honored to speak at the ceremony, told the 20,000 guests in the audience and 3,000 graduates and the rest of the world, since the ceremony was broadcast live, quote, "I have faith in your generation that you will not repeat the mistakes of the past." On substantive matters, the Prime Minister spoke about democracy and the threat of populism, explaining that, quote, "My generation thought that democracy would be easy, ignoring the fact that this requires constant effort," and added that democracies are threatened by voices that offer easy solutions to difficult problems. He also spoke about social media and its current influence on public thought. Appealing to the graduating classes, he told them it is their duty to reinvent democracy and urged them not to lose faith that they could change the future. Iran's foreign ministry summoned the chief of Greece's diplomatic mission for allegedly seizing cargo from a vessel flying the Iranian flag in Greek waters, state media reported on Wednesday. The IRNA news agency reported that an Iran-flagged ship had to stop in Greek waters due to technical problems and was being held by the Greek government off of Greece's coast. The news agency claimed the vessel's cargo was confiscated with a court order under pressure from the United States. The report didn't say what the cargo was. Iran's foreign ministry called the measure international piracy. There was no immediate comment from Greek officials. We will continue to monitor those developments. Cyprus is increasing grants by up to 50% for households that put thermal insulation and solar panels on their roofs in a €20 million scheme to push energy efficiency in Cyprus. The Ministry of Energy, Commerce and Industry is doing it through the Cyprus Tomorrow Recovery and Sustainability Plan. Minister Natasha Pilidis said the government also wants to help homeowners reduce electricity costs that have soared in the aftermath of Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine. The investigation continues as the family of Jennifer Farber-Doulos released a statement marking 3 years since the mother of 5 disappeared after dropping the kids off at school in New Canaan, Connecticut on May 24, 2019. NBC4 reported that there has been no signs of Jennifer in the last 3 years since she was reported missing, tacking on that she is presumed dead. Last year, a domestic violence bill coined Jennifer's Law was signed into law by Governor Ned Lamont of Connecticut, adding that the law, which was passed by the U.S. House of Representatives with a 134-8 vote, expands the definition of domestic violence in state law to include coercive control, threatening or intimidating acts that harm a person and deprive them of their freedom will now be considered domestic violence, according to officials. Jennifer Doulos and her family continue to seek justice. And now to my colleague Stephanie Makri for on a lighter note, a report on an event which promoted a favorite Greek vice, wine. Stephanie, over to you.
A tasty gastronomical experience awaited guests on May 23rd at Souvlaki GR during Gava Inos' wine dinner. The importers of selected Greek wines showcased varieties from Douros winery, accompanied by delicious mouth-watering dishes that complemented each wine selection. Souvlaki GR hosted the event with a colorful palette of flavors, beginning with seafood and following with a variety of meats. Agriculturist and owner of Douros winery, Thanos Douros, gave the welcoming remarks, thanking guests for their presence.
These have been the happenings of the week by the National Herald Ethnikos Kyrikas. Thank you for watching. See you next week for a brand new episode. Until then, take care, and I wish you a very pleasant Memorial Day weekend filled with joy, reflection, and relaxation.